Okay, so we're going to look at cutting out areas of an image, either to export it with a transparent background or to use it as a composite element in another image. So we've got our image here and we want to cut out this structure and get rid of all the background. Now the easiest way to get started with this is to go ahead and select the selection brush tool. And all we do here is click drag over the areas of the image that we want to select. Like so. And once we've got our selection, a great little tip is just to go into the Refine dialog here. And we don't actually have to change any of the settings. Effectively, this has just matted the edges of the selection just to make a bit of a smoother outline. So we can click Apply. And then from here, it's a case of what we want to do with the selection. So if we just wanted to isolate this subject and remove the background, we could do that non-destructively by simply adding a layer mask. So with our selection active, all we need to do is go here and choose Mask Layer. Okay, and at this point, say we were to go to File and Export, we could then export that as a PNG 24-bit or a TIFF with alpha transparency. And that would just export this area of the image and a transparent background. If, however, we want to use this part of the image in another image, we can just undo the adding of the mask layer there. And then all we do here is, again with the selection active, we can go to Edit, Copy. Now across here I've got a separate image that I want to paste the structure into. So having chosen Edit Copy, I can then go to Edit Paste, and we'll see it gets pasted as a new pixel layer. So from here we can use our various techniques to blend it into this image. So I'll go ahead and select the Move tool. This will allow me to reposition and rescale the structure, and we're going to place it right in the background here. Like so. So we'll just position it roughly over the area we want to put it. Okay, and then to firmly cement it into the background here, what we can do with the layer active is add a mask layer, select that mask layer, and we'll use the paintbrush tool found here. And if we go across to the color panel, we can change the color to black. This will allow us to mask out the area and reveal the background image underneath. But another little tip is to go across to the brushes panel, and from the category we can go down to textured brushes, and we'll choose the first textured brush called Grunge 1 here, and also we'll reduce the width significantly. And this gives us more of a textured brush stroke to help blend this in, rather than just using a soft round brush, which wouldn't look very realistic. Okay, so we'll select the hand tool, and something else we can notice is that this is very sharp compared to the rest of the background here. So a quick way to fix this is to select the background pixel layer, move over to the effects panel, and just add a tiny amount of Gaussian blur, just 0.1 pixels worth. And you can see the difference already. If we just uncheck that, you can see it's sharp, tiny amount of Gaussian blur, and we've made it blend into the background much more effectively. Okay, so we're almost there. Just before we wrap this up, let's look at just toning this composite element to fit in tonally with the rest of the image. So we can do this a number of ways, but one way is to go to add a new adjustment layer, and we'll add a curves adjustment. And we can just click drag this curves adjustment until we see a vertical blue line, and that will offer to nest it into our background pixel layer. So it only affects that layer. Okay, so we'll just double click our curves adjustment to bring it back up, and we just want to alter the colors slightly. So for example, if we target the red color channel, we might just scooch this in a little bit to take some of the red out of the shadows, and that seems to provide a better tonal match with the surrounding area. If we just move across to the master control for a minute, we might also raise the overall shadow tones for a bit less contrast. Okay, that ought to do. So hopefully that's clarified a couple of ways of cutting out areas of images for you. We can break it down to basically create your selection, usually using the selection brush, edit, copy, then edit, paste into your new image, and it's as simple as that, really. Don't forget to check out the other photo video tutorials, and if you have any questions or queries, please do ask on the Affinity forums. Thank you for watching.